often do you guys do bike talks?
We have bicycle talks kind of throughout the year. Typically on like Friday nights during like a members night or something like that, we might teach like a lecture series on bike touring or winter riding or something along those lines. But every once in a while we have something come up where we really need to engage the community about a certain issue or something that's going on, or there may be somebody who's coming through town who's very interesting that we know that the community would like to hear from. And in this situation, we haven't always been very, very involved with bicycle advocacy, but with a lot of the stuff that was going on with ACHD this year, we really felt like there was a large need for somebody to come in and really represent the bicycle community and for the people in the bicycle community who couldn't show up to those meetings. There's a lot of folks who choose to ride bikes instead of driving cars, and then there's other folks who have no option at all. The bicycle is their only form of transportation. We wanted to make sure that, both of these groups were well represented at these meetings. And so we started to attend those meetings. We didn't feel like we were really being listened to as much as we would like, and that there wasn't really a lot of attention being paid to the bicycle community and the people that we represent. So there was an opportunity to bring in the folks running for ACHD commissioner, all the candidates who are running for the election in a couple of weeks.
We've got Bob Bruce, who's right here to my left, John Seidel, Brock Frazier, and Paul Woods, and I'm going to go ahead and let them. So what we're hoping to know is, obviously in May 2014, a lot of us remember these times, this month, ACHD received more public comments about the protected bike lane project than any other project in ACHD history. So how do you propose ACHD start to remove that fear? What are some of the first steps you'd like to take to kind of make folks feel a little bit more comfortable? What's ACHD's role to improve the relationship between cyclists? Talking about it. What are your feelings about the parking sensors that the city wants to plant? So Ada County is unique. The county owns the streets, or the ACHD owns the streets, not the cities. Cities in the Treasure Valley have different needs. How would you, as an ACHD commissioner, do a better job to work with cities and address these needs and to minimize political conflict? We really need candlesticks between the bike lanes and car lanes at right turn intersections. For example, 27th and Fairview, the cars go right in the bike lane, and even when the bikes are there, I've certainly been in those positions.
Last week's turnout, was that a pretty good turnout for you guys?
Absolutely. We were expecting somewhere around 100 people. We didn't know if more folks would show up beyond that, but we were expecting around 100 people, and I think we had just over 100. There were some people who thought that we should change venues to a larger venue in case more people showed up. And if more people showed up, we really just wanted to pack them in here tighter, because we really wanted for one of these commissioners to walk in here to see all the bicycles that were out front and to be surrounded by all the bicycle stuff that's on the wall, and to really give them a good introduction to this is the bicycle community.
How was your personal outtake on how Wednesday went? Right?
It was it was great. I thought the crowd was really engaged. I thought they brought out both. I thought the questions that they had worked on and had me pose worked really well. To me, it is kind of a, as a cyclist, I know there's two worlds. There's a driving world and a pedestrian world, and the cyclists are always trying to fit their way in one of those two worlds. So I'm glad that there are people who are kind of just looking out for the cyclists. And frankly, the Boise Bike Project does a lot more than just making sure that the road is safe for me to get to work. I mean, they provide bikes to folks in the community. It's their only mode of transportation. So I think they're doing a great thing.
Awesome. For someone that's just starting out into getting involved with the bicycle community,
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you would want to tell them or say to them?
I would just say that Boise has a tremendously strong bicycling community, and it's growing fast. And there's all sorts of opportunities to get involved in a number of different arenas, whether that is bicycle advocacy in the political spectrum, or whether it's, learning more about bicycle repair and safety. There's a lot of opportunities right now to get involved with those types of things, and Boise Bicycle Project is really a good place to start. Our volunteer nights, or our members nights, or the bike talks that we host, or tonight we're actually hosting a a bike-in movie where people can bike, here, and then we'll be showing a movie on the big screen for Halloween. And so this is kind of a really good introduction to the community, the bicycle community that's around. And from here, we can kind of help you find your niche and find, what areas you're interested in, and find a way for you to, really, enjoy all the opportunities that bicycling can provide.